سلام به دوستانم و همراهان کانال تکلو آر ان. امروز یه موضوع اسپیکینگ پارت 2 آیلتس آوردم. میخوایم با هم دیگه تمرین کنیم. منبع من اپلیکیشن آیلتس اسیستنس هست و این سوال برای تا دسامبر امسال هست و موضوعش time you spend with a child، یه زمانی که شما با یه بچه گذروندی. کیو کاردش اینه: describe an occasion when you spent time with a child. You should say who the child was, what you did together, why you did it, when you did it and how you felt. اول وکابلیاری براتون میگم، بعد ایده ها رو که هر کدوم از این بولت پوینت ها رو چجوری جواب بدین و در آخر یه مدل انسر و کلمات کلیدی و نکات مهمش رو اونجا براتون توضیح میدم. خب وکابلیاری که اینجا داریم: to look after children، مراقبت کردن از کودکان. to babysit، اینم که همون معنی میده. و to take care of children، شما میتونید از این سه تا استفاده کنید. ایده هایی که هست: سوال اول، بولت پوینت اول، who was the child، بچه کی بود؟ شما میتونید بگید my niece, my nephew, my younger brother, my younger sister, my neighbor's child, my friend's child, my child. What did you do؟ چه کار کردید؟ We played hide and seek، که این hide and seek رو همه. دیگه چه کار کردیم؟ We walked in the park، توی پارک رفتن قدم زدن. We played football، ما فوتبال بازی کردیم. We played cards، we played board games such as chess, checkers and backgammon. backgammon میشه تخت نرد، تلفظش هم گذاشتم backgammon. البته این پی دی اف این فایل رو میتونید از توی کانالم تکلو آر ان بردارید، لینکش هم میذارم توی قسمت کپشن. We played pretend games. pretend games همون خاله بازی های دکتر بازی، خاله بازی، توضیحاتش هم هست تو پی دی اف. I read fairy tales to the child، این داستان های پری و فرشته و پری و اینا میشه fairy tales. We watch cartoons together، با هم کارتون دیدن. We built towers out of blocks. Whoever makes the highest tower wins. I did almost nothing and the child played on their own. کار خاصی انجام نداده، بچه خودش رو سرگرم کرده. I did almost nothing as the child played with their imaginary friend. بچه های تادلر، 2 تا 3 ساله ها، اینا یه شخصیت، یه دوست تخیلی دارن، imaginary friend. بولت پوینت بعدی: Why did you spend time with them؟ چرا باشون وقت گذاشتید؟ دلیل چی بود؟ باید دلیل بیاری. یکی از دلیلا میتونه این باشه: Their babysitter got ill، اون مراقبت کنندشون مریض شده بود. Their babysitter told them in the morning that she couldn't come and they couldn't find another babysitter at such short notice. دلیل بعدی: Her babysitter told her in the morning that she couldn't come for some reason and my friend understood she wouldn't find another one at such short notice. دیگه دلایل دیگه میتونید بیارید: None of my friends' relatives agreed to help out. دیگه دلایل دیگه: I was the only family member who agreed to help him or her out. دلیل دیگه، دلیل ششم: There was nobody else whom they could entrust their child to. فعل entrust یعنی اعتماد کردن، اینکه بتونن بچه رو بدن به کسی. قالبش هم اینجوریه که entrust A to B یا entrust B with A. پس میتونه هم با حرف اضافه to بیا، هم با with. مثلا توی قسمت entrust A to B مثال زده: He entrusted the task، همون A، the task to his nephew که میشه B. The rebuilding of London's churches was entrusted، این از حالت مجهول استفاده شده. این کلیساها، برای ساخت این کلیساها we entrusted to the brilliant young architect، یه معمار جوان، Christopher Wren. و entrust B with A، he entrusted his nephew with the task. پس اینجا B میشه his nephew و A میشه the task. خب بولت پوینت بعدی اینه که when was it، چه موقع اتفاق افتاد؟ میتونید از زمانهای مختلف استفاده کنید. recently اخیراً، just a while ago, a couple of months ago, x days ago, x weeks ago, x months ago, x years ago که جای x میتونه عددهای مختلف قرار بگیره، مثلا 2 3 4، مثلا 3 weeks ago. just a couple of days ago وقتی a couple of days میاد یعنی خیلی دور نیست، یعنی چند روز پیش. just a couple of days ago, just a couple of weeks ago, just a couple of months ago, several days ago, several weeks ago, several months ago، یا مثلا last year, last week, last month, last weekend, yesterday, a long time ago, a long while ago. bullet point بعدی اینه که how did you feel؟ چه احساسی داشتی؟ اگه احساستون خوب بوده میتونید اینجوری بگید It wasn't stressful at all. اصلا استرس آور نبود. یا مثلا بگی I enjoyed spending time with him or her. از اینکه باش وقت گذروندید لذت بردید. چرا؟ دلیلش چی بود؟ I managed to keep the child occupied all the time. تونستم کل زمانی که با اون بچه هستم مشغولش کنم. حالا اگر احساستون بد باشه میتونید بگید It was a nightmarish experience. Each hour felt like an eternity. I felt terrible. The kid made me somewhat nervous. و دلیل اینکه احساستون بد بوده The baby started crying. I didn't know how to calm him or her down. Things got out of control. Things got out of hand. I felt like a slave. احساس کردم مثل یه بردم. I was out of ideas for things to do. I was bored to death as I had to sit by the child and watch them sleeping or drawing. I was really tired of playing all day long. حالا اینا همه رو در نظر بگیرید، جوابی که به درد خودتون هست رو انتخاب کنید و این مدل رو توجه کنید. من سریع میخونمش بعد برمیگردم نکات مهمش رو میگم. بازم تاکید میکنم میتونید این پی دی اف رو از توی کانالم بردارید. Model answer. To tell the truth, I'm not someone who enjoys spending time with children, but sometimes I have to babysit as many of my friends already have kids, and I can say no when they ask me for help. Last year, there was one occasion that I remember vividly because it was a nightmarish experience. One morning, while I was still in bed, my friend called me and asked me to look after her 3-year-old daughter. Her babysitter told her in the morning that she couldn't come for some reason, and my friend realized she wouldn't be able to find another one at such short notice. None of my friends' relatives Moreover, none of my friends' relatives were available to help out. I was about to say no, but she told me I was her last hope because there was nobody else she could entrust her child to. At first, everything was fine because I managed to keep the child occupied for a while. We played hide and seek in the apartment, watched cartoons, built tower out of blocks with a competition to see who could build the highest tower, and read fairy tales together. After a few hours, I started to feel like a slave because she demanded constant attention and refused to play on her own. At some point, I ran out of ideas for what to do with the child, and she started crying. I felt terrible because I didn't know how to calm her down. Each hour felt like an eternity, and I couldn't wait for my friend to come back home. I was so exhausted that I barely had enough energy left to drag myself to bed. خب حالا برگردیم این کلمات کلیدی مهمش رو براتون یه توضیح بدم. خب baby sit فعله. خب baby sit فعله که گذشتهش میشه baby sat و حالت استمراریش میشه baby sitting و baby sitting اسمم هست baby sitting service، خدمات نگهداری بچه، و به کسی که baby sit میکنه میگن baby sitter. نکته بعدی run out of، وقتی ایدیومه، وقتی چیزی تموم میشه میگن run out of something. to have no more of something، مثال he just ran out of ideas، ایدهاش تموم شد. و اصطلاح بعدی to calm somebody down، آروم کردن، phrasal verb. to stop feeling upset, angry or excited، to stop someone feeling this way. و اصطلاح بعدی که دیگه تموم شد. امیدوارم لذت برده باشید. لایک کامنت یادتون نره. در پناه خداوند یکتا شاد و سلامت و ثروتمند باشید.